Can you hear me?
Yeah. My dog busted in my room just to look at me for a quick second, then walk away. It was weird.
Hey, I'm gonna present myself. I'm gonna show you what I see.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, do you see the eye from coming down the tear, and
Yeah.
then from the tear, as I see it, to the left of that, going to the 9 o'clock position? That looks like a crack. Oh no, like a delamination.
I want to say yes. And the weird part is I'm pretty sure it's covering a clash because I am absolutely positive that in the lighting of this one, this is either an S or now I'm pretty stuck on that. That's probably an S.
What does that mean?
So present me real quick.
Sure.
Just a 5 second. So
Do you have the same thing?
I'm gonna look up here.
I can't tell what that is.
I can't either.
But you see, your eyes more defined. Mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I know. I've realized that these are completely different, but both varieties amongst the same because that really looks like an S. And that looks like I don't know what else it could be, but that is definitely something.
It looks like NT or a D upside down.
Yeah. Or oh no, don't flip. No, I don't want you to flip. Oh, I wanted this. Because this is wrong. Let me back up, see what else I can read on this thing.
Now, do you have the same line as the nostril one?
Oh, it's gonna be a negative. I got a way drastically different nostril one. Like give me a special light opinion. Or if that's the case, we'll put some real light up in here. Pow. All right, so we got the crazy line in his lip. Or in his mouth, like he's eating a worm. And then, ooh. Great. Oh, you were so close to letting me read you. So we gotta zoom in one more and down some lighting. Yeah, that's something. And yours is definitely something different as well. And I don't think either of these are attributed because everything I've seen attributed for the 2009 anything has been that one where he's sitting on the log. But if you look right there, that looks like a split to me.
Huh.
So that actually kind of does too.
Yeah.
Right? Where's my finger? Come here, finger. Right there.
Yep.
And then the T is just right in half. You need to go back to you because I think you found one too, and
Okay.
I need to know what to look for because whether I found one or not, that's one thing, but yours is cooler, and I think it's something.
You mean the tear in the eye?
Yeah, how's all the fact that it might be a double eye. That could be an entire eye socket below where it should.
Man, I wish I had my cursor that it can point to what I'm looking at.
So I wish I could point to where I'm looking at on your screen.
Okay, let's confirm something first. Now, I see at the end of the nostril a line coming down. And as I go down further, do you see a round circular, I would say, nodule that crosses over the top of the line?
So yeah, it would just be like a normal, like it's like he has a Cindy Crawford mole in the middle of
Okay.
angry face.
So you do see that line, and it starts above the nostril, comes down, but then I see the line crossing the facial line coming north and south. Do you see that faint line? Do you see it?
I don't know if that should be there or not, but I do see the S in yours. The one that was on mine, that weird little line.
Yeah,
So right
I'm trying to see it
where that
too.
line is in your cheek is super shiny. Yeah, that super shiny little spot is on the bottom of your S.
See, now I don't see it right now at the moment.
So we see where your cheek, where your mole is. Haha. So you see where the mole is?
Yeah.
Your nodule. So you see that really, really shiny spot about a centimeter to the left.
Uh-huh.
So see it, what's sitting on the very top of that shiny spot? Oh, we need to focus.
How's that?
Oh, well, we lost it, so I was wrong. Not cleared it up though.
I see a scratch right. Ooh, it's a long scratch. Starts close to his ear, comes down. It's almost like a straight line.
Oh, is it a straight line or does it like curve his jawline ish?
No, it's a straight line, it looks like to me.
Oh, okay. Then you can see it show up again right in the bare spot of his cheek.
Right.
I still think I see his hair being doubled too. I shit you not.
Hey, if you're the better expert at finding errors, I'm going to rely on you for right now, and go for
one that I want. It's one that I want to send to Chuck and not check my coin. Because if you've ever watched Chuck go through one of his rolls, he does it just like we are doing now. He does it slow and in depth, and he looks for markers and varieties, whether he thinks it's something or not. He finishes an entire sweep.
We've been doing this for the last 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. It is. And for a new variety, I think that is absolutely needed. And
okay.
That's not even.
Super. I don't even know your first name.
So what I would do is I would put that either in a flip or in your tomorrow pile and continue on your search. That way you don't waste more of your night on one coin that could all be answered or won't be answered until the AM anyway.
Okay. Just for review, you're seeing it in the hairs. You see that. I'm not sure what you see in that split in the hairs. But I do see a tear coming down his eye.
Yes, the tear thing I believe is absolutely unique based on me finding one without
if you looked at the tear at the end as the drop falls, go left and a little upwards under the eyeball. It looks like it's falling his eye socket. Or am I seeing things now?
So teardrop pauses there.
Then it goes
And
through.
that's where the giant crack is that I think might be a variety crack and not actually a bag ding, because that looks like a split in his actual face. And then
Now, is Lincoln's mouth at the end of the split between his upper lip and lower lip, and it turns down? Is that a natural part of the
I
smile
want to say
or the mouth?
potentially for that year, because the variety that I had put up had that as well. Where'd you go? But I put you. There you are. You're back here. So the only other time I've seen it is on. Oh no, and even then I guess not. So it's not necessarily sealed the same, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, kinda, but if I back up one, there we go. Now we're sitting at about the same exact spot.
This is amazing. Unbelievable. Do you see any similarities from your 2009 D compared to mine?
Let me turn down my lighting. So your ear has an extra line right here. Or I don't know if you're watching me, but I'm looking at your screen. I hope you're looking at
Let me present yours first. Hang on.
I'm looking at your screen right now. That was where I was given the. So no, actually, put us back to the way we were, and then just scroll over to me, and then broaden it to where you like the ghetto zoom in where you can like separate the screen.
Separate the
Do
screen?
that. Yeah, do that over mine, so I can still see. Yeah, so I can still see yours, because that's where I'm getting all my markers from. Is by looking at yours.
Okay.
So right here on the ear of yours, you have an extra line that I do not.
Yeah.
You can zoom in further on yours. I mean, I'd separated. I pulled my screen like the ghetto phone zoom in where you do this. That's what I just did to see your screen.
Oh, you mean I can't reach it. No.
Because right here, it looks like you have an extra little line that goes underneath this lobe. Let me find a better pinpointer. Here's your pin. It's like right here. I don't know. Yours looks a lot better now. All right, that looks like accurate as hell. Okay, good to know. So let me move around. Your knit mark is fine. There's no splitting of that. Oh, the bottom of your 9 has a little bit of a notch from what it looks like. That could be lighting. Looks to be lighting. Oh, potentially, because the inside of your 9 looks to be a little bit. Let's see. Nay. So now, where was else? Oh, yeah, my T and S. I thought I had some splitting in mine, so let's see if you got some splitting in yours. That sure as hell does. Pretty much stronger splitting in yours, to be honest.
On the top of the S?
Oh, the top of the T, too. I mean, if you look right here on yours, It almost looks like you have a line that goes right through here and a line that goes right through there.
Yeah, I do see it. Look at the U too.
Oh, let me scroll over so I can see your U. Yep, and then you have the inner part of your U. Or make sure I can see the U with mine. Yeah, you have that inner part right there. But if you look at your S, the S is your main marker. So we're gonna go to mine, for example, to where
Okay.
see how right here in your S, it's almost like a hump and then a hump like a butt.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a split serif butt. That right there is a split serif bottom of an S on yours right here, where it has that little loop. Like I would zoom out as far as you can with it still being clear and see how well that stays, because that is actually, yeah, that's a great sign right there. Because the fact that the top of your S about right here also looks like it has that same kind of separation as it does at the base, and then in the middle it's an awkward shape.
Do you see the bump at the as the S comes down and curves around to the bottom
Right here.
on mine?
Yes.
Yeah, you see that
I'm just pointing out on mine, for example, because
yeah,
that's the only thing
exactly.
I have for it. Yes, so you have a little split right here, like halfway through the top, and
Right.
it kind of looks like it fades out about here, but then about here it gets an awkward shape, and then when it comes back through, it gives you a little butt right here.
Wow.
That is absolutely a double. So that is stronger than any of the hair and all that nonsense we were looking at. That is an actual marker. So the fact that it's not shelved because it is split right in the center of the S, if you grabbed a regular S, it would probably be a little bit shorter than that one would actually be.
You know, I almost describe it as a dolphin nose.
Agreed. Yeah, and it looks like you have a line that goes straight to the top, straight to the bottom, and they actually would probably mimic the same kind of S, just off printed. And same with the T. It looks like they just struck your T up slightly above what they did originally. Oh yeah, seeing that T has a little bit of a notch right here because you're on this T right now. So
Yeah,
that T, if you look at yours right here closer to the top, you have that little baby line. That's a notch. And then here's the bottom of your R on yours. It looks a little bit like an indent.
Can you look at the bottom of the T, the first T? See if you see something there.
You have a little bit of extra rounding on yours. Oh, but I do too.
Yeah, I see.
It almost looks like a thermometer. But my T arms are a little bit closer to being the same length. Yours, however, are not. I want to say my T is more centered, which means my R would be more centered.
And I'm on the we now.
Okay, so we'll go to we. You're light to your east. I wouldn't even, it doesn't need to be off per se, but I dull it slightly because the tips of your E, how it's super bright right there, you need that dulled down just ever so slightly. I like to hold my hand around it if I have to, like make a little cup.
No, I don't. Let's see.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Oh yeah, that totally helped. Okay. No, I don't see much notching out of that. Oh, potentially at the very top of the E, it might. No, I wouldn't call that good enough though. But it is thicker than an average E as far as the spread.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say your E is a bit larger than the average. For sure, the base of your E definitely looks a bit larger. And then mine looks like the 2 is almost a little split. Oh, let's go to the G. All right, let's go to the G. Oh, I can go that too. On the right corner, right? Yes.
You know, that really was catching my eye is his eye. That's really got me because
Yeah, you have a double eye. It's like you have an extra ridge, so you have an extra hue right here, where it almost looks. Then you have the lump. You have the teardrop. I don't have
yeah.
that. So no matter what I do, I don't think I can make the teardrop appear. To be honest.
I'm gonna turn it just in case to see the teardrop in a different angle. No, still there. Turn it upside down.
Ooh, need more light.
You know, even now it looks even more like it's got double eyes.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely think you have a variety.
Keep turning it.
So I sent a picture of that triple dye outburst that I showed you.
Uh-huh.
I sent it to one of the Facebook groups, and within 10 minutes, somebody messages me back, goes, "Hey man, that's machine doubling. You don't have anything there." So are you high? You're high right now, right? And I sent him like 4 more pictures. And he was like, "It looks shelf-like, and I can't see any splits in the serif." So I was like, "Do you not see the triple cut in the T?" No, man, I don't. It was the best of luck though. I hit him back like 10 minutes later, and I was like, "It's WH0003." Well, maybe you need to get some better pictures, man, and then I'll be able to... Yeah. Because everything on Facebook's a machine double.
No. Well, that tear that to me is a big deal. I mean, and obviously as I'm speaking, but
And
that
it's
tear,
if it's a new variety, it's a nicknameable one, which adds potential value like immediately.
right.
Something that you can put a nickname to that sticks, like the Buck Two or the effing Spitting Eagle or the Super Bird.
Or the weeping Lincoln.
Yeah, which I actually do think I have a variety of that. It's I think it's a 74. And I know because I labeled the flip the Crying Lincoln from like right when I first started. And I've never looked at it again.
I still see the also the one of the nostril too.
Yeah, that crazy little soup under the nostril definitely is a little weird. For sure. For sure.
Well, I'm gonna save this little puppy then.
Hell yeah. I actually had to go get 60 more 2x2s before I even decided to pour this roll out. I wouldn't touch it until I knew I could flip at least 3/4 of the 70s and 68S.
And the thing is, this is not in bad condition either.
No, it's really not. And the 2009s ended up in the worst possible condition of any year in the past decade or two. The 2009s, they tone. Oh, if you can get 2009 mint sets, just look through them real quick, because something in the 2009 hard plastic made them tone like rainbows. I actually recently found that out.
So, Super, you think this should be something I should really investigate in?
I would try to catch check, or if you're not friends with him on Facebook, he is on Facebook and Facebook.
Yeah,
Messenger.
I'm not on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I was he does Messenger, and it's an easy way, but he also has his email and everything. So it's either coppercoins@something.com or something along those lines. But he will actually look at it instead of doing a quick flyby, hoping to see like something major, like PV and them do, just because it's the Q&A when they look through their stuff and they're.
I think it's Thursdays, isn't it?
Huh?
It's on Thursdays, isn't it?
Yeah, they didn't do this Thursday because it was Halloween.
We just had 7 people in the room. I mean, watching us.
Awesome, sweet. I wasn't saying anything mean. I was
No. I just wanted to just notice. I didn't notice that we have.
Did anybody say anything?
Hey, Rich Kelly, Mike Badger. Oh, good. Now we can have them.
Mike, what's up, bitch? Did you throw out the link? Have
Hey,
some people
Sheldon.
all these people have been on stream and are willing to hop on up.
Guys, the only reason that we're here because we were on Coin Collector Ohio, Dallas, and he went to bed and left us on the stream, and then one of us made a mistake and I guess knocked each other out.
I fat fingered it.
That's super. We're actually looking at a questionable variety, highly suspectable, not for sure for me, but with the aid of Super, we're determining to see if we have a variety here that may. Lemonhead. God, I haven't seen you in a while.
There's a great man to talk to. I'm glad Lemonhead's here right now.
Hey,
this man can talk airs all day, and I love it.
Richard, Rich, can you come on? I'll put the link.
Rich, Lemonhead, Sheldon, all of them are worth it.
Yeah.
What up,
Lemonhead? Take a look at this. I'm going to present myself, and take a look at the eye, and next to the eye, and behind the nostril.
He got punched in the face a little bit. Looks like he's crying.
Yeah.
Like he even has a puffy eye too.
I don't know if it's a new discovery, Sheldon. I'm just learning with Super. He's helping me trying to figure this out.
Should look into the anomalies, but one of us should have like the PCGS photo guide up to see what their average looks like. I only have this device. That would be one of the better steps to take as well.
See what average
looks like. If you have CoinFacts, it's the best app I've found so far. It's PCGS's everything really. You can do photo grade, and you can do varieties. You can do the top pop, the pricing report on any denomination through the CoinFacts app.
Well, I was hoping Lemonhead to come here too. Just we can get a second opinion. How you doing, Rich?
Sure, Lemonhead. I recently met him. I didn't know anything about Mr. Lemonhead because he had been taking a hiatus, I think, or I had just been oblivious. One of the two.
Yeah, Lemon's definitely the guy to ask.
The slash, the horizontal slash, it reminds me of the Indian head die break cut. That's what is that? The war or whatever the hell they nicknamed that. The battle.
Hey,
the Scarface, like the Morgan Scarface almost, because that's a little thick to be a bag mark. What's up, Blockhead? I have to subscribe to you because you sound new to me. I'm sure I'm the new one in this scenario.
Mike Badger says he's looking at the upper bridge of the nose.
Agreed. And then even underneath the nose, it has this crazy little extra line. And what sparked all of it was a copper stain on the back of the neck that looked like a ponytail. Set off this whole debacle. But we started playing with lighting. It's been a good learning process. Oh, Lemonhead. We were talking about varieties yesterday. I hope this is it. Shenanigans.
Anyway, Super was guiding me through the slash across this cheek. And then it looks like he's crying with a teardrop at the end next to the slash. And then we saw what my humble opinion is that the fact that behind the nostril all the way down the cheek to his upper lip, left of his lips, was a line. What do you guys think? Lemonhead? The lines under the nose and on the lips looks like a strike doubling.
Okay, that's what the one on the nose. How about the double eye scenario? Seems to be a little extra bubbling there. It could be the same as Machine, but it just kind of looks like you got a little pink eye on it. Yeah, he sounds tired, doesn't he, Sheldon?
Yeah, I've been busy all day. Went to yard sale, and then we went to a birthday party for one of my great nephews, and went to Fresno and back. Should we show them the lettering? Super?
Huh?
Should we show them the lettering?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Show them the S. The S is actually an important showing if you're trying to show the potential of doubling. Because I think that as long as it wasn't legit lighting play, that was a huge marker. Like, that was the huge marker in my eyes, actually.
Lemonhead wants to see the year.
As long as that's a 2009, and it's going to be the, I don't know what they call it. He's standing in front of the building. Standing, not sitting. It's the elder years. I don't know.
I thought it was oh, Popzilla. Yeah, I put them back on the letters. In trust.
Yeah, the S in trust was something that I thought was real awkward because that looks like a big old bubble butt right there.
Hey, striking silver with D. How you doing?
Okay, even the S and T in there, because that is what made me think suspicious.
My Badger, I found a bookshelf, cleaning my office off so I can do my coin collecting and my other little hobbies, and maybe watch TV or listen to radio in that room. I've got 4 bedrooms, and the 4th bedroom is going to be my office.
Okay, he types with cap locks on. I thought he was yelling at me just now. It's all war die. I had to scroll up to see if the rest of them were like.
He says it's a worn die.
Will you present me real quick?
Sure.
I'll show off my one sweet score.
Sure. There you go.
So the funny part of this is that I posted this on a coin group on Facebook, and he was like, "Sorry, bro, you have machine doubling. Sorry to burst your bubble." And I was like, Are you high? And then I proceeded to show him other pictures of this variety where, if I can get it to show. Oh, that's not helpful. And neither is that.
Actually, Sean, since you guys are fresh and has fresh eyes to look at it, maybe you guys can give us an idea. SSWD. What's up, brother?
Nope, that was the wrong setting. I need the other setting.
Yep, and Sheldon, you're right on that one. You got to be careful when you're tired. Your eyes and your brain will tell you what you want to see and show it to you.
Hey, Craig Durbin.
I'm pretty sure that's a triple, though. Oh. Tomorrow I'll have Wi-Fi, and this won't be a screen-to-screen scenario. It'll just be a direct.
Good for
It'll
you.
be beautiful. It'll be beautiful.
I'm
so excited.
I went 6 weeks without Wi-Fi.
I've only had Wi-Fi for probably 1 year collectively, my entire 30-year life.
Hey, Stacking Silver, how you doing?
This is a 1966 SMS set. And I am so very sure that that is a TDO. So, and actually what gave it away, how I knew, is if I can get that clear up a wee bit. I will turn you down.
I'll give you credit for listening, Sheldon.
It's just more than I can give. I don't listen to myself half the time.
If you
Whoa. That didn't need that much power. That's just because I'm doing screen to screen here, and it's impossible to show versus having it on one direct lens. But you can see it from here. It's just hard to see.
Whoa, what happened?
He's gone. He pushed the wrong button or lost his connection.
Anyway, so we were playing with it and we are trying to figure out what the deal was with the coin. And so he sort of directed me in trying to figure out what we're trying to look for or see.
Do you have that other one? The one that has that extra wide spacing?
Extra wide spacing.
Remember we were looking at coins the other day, and I told you that one looked really interesting, and you should ask somebody else. There's a penny that had, it could have been the doubling that you don't want, but it had super wide spacing.
Oh, this is the other one we talked about. Hey, Phil.
Fella's dad. How you doing, Phil?
I'm trying to remember which coin that one was. I got them all in order.
Yeah, it was right after this one.
I wonder if he'll be back. Don't remember, Rich. I just got them all here in order. But this is the one that kind of intrigues me the most right now.
Yeah, I love watching them sleep. Right before you wake them up is so fun. And those morning eyes are great. My little grandson smiles so hard when I wake him up. It's so great. Right there with you, Phil.
Is he back? Is that him? Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
Hey, Silver.
Yeah, I fat fingered it.
You want me to present you?
Sure.
Okay.
I was just trying to say that it wasn't me getting that close that showed it. It's just because it's impossible to show screen to screen unless I like put this phone against the other one or against the scope, or else it ends up like this. And what I can see, you cannot.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the quality of your microscope when you don't have to double photo it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Actually, you have no idea.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so genuinely. It'll be today. I'm gonna go myself because the Madre, who I signed a lease with to help us both get some credit. She's working from home for the next little bit. She works for Dish, so I'm gonna run out and grab the modem tomorrow. Yeah, no, I wouldn't look at anything this close because that's crazy. But to show you guys without having to move my phone directly up against my scope, it works pretty well. And you can see that. It'd be hard not to. Because I know I have it like negative bright right now. But if you can see what I can see, it's actually working pretty well. What's up, Phil? I don't know if Sheldon Bra is ignoring you, brah. Sheldon Bra.
Phil is actually listening to his wallet breathe a sigh of relief for a moment. Craig Durbin says that.
Oh, where's the other example? Where's the other 6? There it is. Turn it down drastically. I've learned that having a white backlight helps show the screen without blinding it through this. But it's a fine line you gotta walk. Normally I don't use it by any means. It's only to show in this screen. Okay. As long until I find other sweetness to show, you can take me on there. So there's more sweetness. There's always more sweetness. I got a lot of
Sheldon, give Phil some love.
it.
Nah, Hector's. There's nobody blocking.
I block Phil from the end zone in the game of football. What's up?
Yeah, I think I'm the only mod in here, so.
Yeah, don't make me a mod because I don't know how to use the power I would receive anyway. I've never even timed anybody out before. I know I look good in blue. That's the equivalent of my power there.
I'm not a good mod either because I hate blocking people or.
I've never tried before. I didn't know you could have power on YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I think Colorado coin hunting timed me out one day, and I was like, all right.
I was a bad moderator one time.
Another
I was
stab,
on Casey's channel and I timed somebody out without me knowing I did it.
Oh, I remember.
Johnny Ray, how you doing?
And then on my stream, was it your cat that was
Walking over my keyboard.
started blocking people on my channel?
Huh. What a dick. What a butthole cat. What a butthole
I
cat.
tell ya,
That seems like a cat. Seems like a cat attitude.
we're still not talking.
I believe that. And they hate children with ninja attacking. One of the greatest compilation videos I've ever seen is cats ninja attacking children as they run by. I'm assuming no injuries. It was on America's Funniest.
Hey, Johnny Ray, Highway Coin, how you doing?
Is Lemonhead still here?
I hope so.
I'm not sure.
Let me turn that S upside down and see if you guys still see the letters that way.
Oh,
Just the S shows something. There's that line and the T.
No matter what direction you put that S, it still looks like it's got a little bubble butt. A little hump action, as it were.
I'm glad you're here, Lemonhead. I haven't seen you or spoke to you in a little while, but what do you think about that S that's showing right now?
you should enlarge Super Silverman.
I'm not enlarge yourself, sir, or enlarge me. Whoever. Yeah, I think that's what was meant.
Or
unless you were trying to look at that 66.
Yeah, I thought Silverman was trying to show something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was all that. I'm positive that this 66 SMS set. I'm absolutely positive that there is some tripling on this year thing. Okay. So I don't feel like moving the phone again, which is the other reason I'm zoomed in this far. But we got a line that goes through that 6 pretty strong. There's also another one that goes through the other 6 pretty strong as well. That one's gonna be a little bright though.
Morning, Wiki. How you doing?
Yeah, hey, Wiki.
But the part that shows the strongest by way far. Remember, then there's none this closest, so I don't have to move the phone. But that T right there. There's 3 lines through that thing. Let's do one more.
Wiki Maker says she want to said from Cajun. Someone said I won something on another channel, but I'm not sure. But it's all fun, nonetheless. I don't know about you guys, but it's cold tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. Are you just peeing the bed now, Phil? Is laziness hitting a historic level?
What?
I mean, I've thought about it. So I haven't even left the bed yet, not even to pee. Well, have you peed then is the real question I have. Because it's a whole different story if that's the case. And why isn't anybody else up here enjoying this sweetness? Oh, I got more stuff to show, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, my coins are in disarray right now, so.
Oh, that makes both of us, sir.
Hey, Rich, you must be a good omen.
What's that?
We talked last night about our grandkids, and guess what I got to do today? I got to see my grandkids again today.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I was hoping to go to a soccer game today, but didn't happen.
Lemonhead said that there are just 12 working dies and the 3 working hubs for the 66 SMS.
Special mint set.
Right.
It's the closest, the one that I think matches to the T is the WHH0003 on Wexler's. It's the one. It's the only one that I've seen that shows tripling in any way, and it looks to the dot on that one. Correct. That's not, I think I matched it to the H, but I can't find a sale listing. I have yet to find even one that has been sold with with even a 2x2 flip designated behind it.
Lemonhead said Wexler's has them listed with picks.
He does, but he doesn't have a pricing on that one, and no cross reference. No. Oh yeah. I matched that one thoroughly. I hate that I have to try to show through StreamYard on screen to screen because it makes it impossible, and I feel like a turd. But
Hey,
I
George.
matched the reverse die markers, the tripling. Even the what made it stand out is the tripling on the center of the R, the loop.
Morning, George.
I was like, where it's tripled.
Hey, Super, I think Lemonhead is asking you, do you have the die markers?
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember which ones I read because this was yesterday. I'm trying to remember the vocal points in the pictures that I had seen versus what we're looking at now. And I know that these 3 lines in the center of the R were a pretty good key. Yeah. So those were a pretty good key. And then up here in the U, how it almost looks like it has bark because how the triple goes all the way up the entire right arm. And then the 3 on that side and the cluster there. We'll go down to the 6. It was also one of the pictures that I had looked at. And it is tripled. There is actually a top line that goes above that one that's very distinct right now. There's another one that's in that little bit of a dark part. And what other die marker on the obverse did I see? I couldn't find it in the eBay auction. I was in the process of trying the Heritage one, but I was figuring out what to designate it because PCGS has one designated like the BP something or another that I thought was possible, but as I was trying to do my homework on it, I couldn't find a clear picture right off the bat. And then I kind of started joining streams, and well, here we are. Because I was going through the 66 SMS sets, because that's where I pulled out that the Robert Lawson variety with the 5 on the cheek in the beginning of the year. I'll see if I can strike gold twice, or at the very least get something else sweet. This No, no, that's fine.
That's Roosevelt.
So that's the ninth. That's the Robert Lawson variety
Oh,
that he cherry picked a few years back, and it looks like a 5 right about yonder.
yeah, I see it.
They won't attribute it, but he is cherry picked. I think this is either the 9th or 11th one ever found, and he sold one to Dustin Morgan, which is I do consider that an actual statement, because Dustin Morgan I believe knows his shite. It's my new sweet weedy holder for when I'm waiting for gumballs.
Cool.
Hey, they're half price at Hobby Lobby right now, and the price tag was $6. So these are $3 right now at Hobby Lobby. And then these fit Merc Dimes rather well.
Yeah, I just don't like stacking coins that way. I always got to put them in rolls. Even my heavily
What way?
plated coin
Oh,
in
yeah,
rolls.
I only do that with my junk rosies. And these are with the non-key date worn that I've already searched through Wheaties. And then otherwise the Wheaties go. No, it's over. In here.
I just have a problem.
So they can't get damaged in there. They're each in their individual capsules. And they're round capsules, so they can't even touch anything but the rims anyway.
How much do they cost?
The 99 or it was like $8 for 100, and then the machine itself was 35.
No,
That's really not. It's not.
I meant for the machine to get a capsule.
I thought it's not much more expensive.
Nice.
And they sit.
That's
They
great.
sit beautiful. They can't touch anything but just the very edge of the rim. You couldn't damage it if you wanted to.
And you could step on it or shoot it or something.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, if you really wanted to. Let's just get technical here.
Sorry. Had to get on you for that.
But yeah, and I think I still think that's a really cool idea to get kids into the hobby. To put those outside of like game stores with world coins and.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea, and I think a lot of people would be interested. But I think you'd find a lot of adults at it.
It's true, and I want to put like little fortune cookie pieces of paper with mint facts or channel stickers in there with them.
That'd be cool.
Like key dates for this, or doubling for this, or things of that nature, and then put it like a channel sticker stamp on the back of the fortune cookie, or put random facts, and then on the back of it, just like a fortune cookie, the numbers that are your lucky numbers would be the mintage of whatever coin is in that capsule.
You got a local coin shop let you do something like that?
I think I have a few. I just need a couple more examples. And this one was actually kind of a screw up. I bought this one thinking it would work, but unfortunately, this is a nickel machine, And being that it's a nickel machine, the holes inside are too small to fit the balls. They will fit these. But if that's 100 and I fill the machine to here, I couldn't even imagine using 100 of these. You wouldn't even be able to see it.
Huh.
It would take me like 1,000. So I was just going to wait until I could find me a quarter machine.
That's no biggie. That's only like $360 minus the coins.
It's true. And if it's 25 cents a piece to get, I could throw in key dates. I could throw in a few decent dates into like silver and cool stuff. And at 25 cents a try with mostly average date Wheaties, that's still a profitable market.
You'd have to glue a couple of them teasers to the glass.
Oh yeah, and I'll throw some shiny in there too. Like I'll throw a few like BU rosies in there just to draw the attention. Because even if I threw 5 or 6 in there and then had some, plastic across, it would still be worth it at 25 cents an average Wheatie.
Yeah, it's a neat idea.
Or world coins even, because that'll bring the young generation in, and those are basically obsolete. You can get a handful for 25 cents at any local coin shop, but you take that to a game store and you might have perked an interest.
Well, it's like stamp collecting back in my day when I was a kid. I knew everybody collected stamps, and coins was not well, it probably was as popular, but I heard more about stamps at the time. And now I think it's the same way with coins. I think all the kids know that people collect coins. So
Finally.
And they're a cash and carry group, especially the kids.
And see, that's my goal. We need to make a video game or something. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I talked about that with Stacker Slacker. You talked about that too, because even when I talk to some of the kids about coins, they all seem to tell their friends, and then I get, instead of 1 or 2, I get 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. And if you added some like competition and instant gratification to take away the need of the dopamine from the cell phone and internet, it would definitely have a grasp. Because that constant instant gratification that the internet brings to the littler generation is, it's gentrifying.
yeah, you could do like a Grand Theft Auto game where you're hitting up
without internet. Without internet, because you get bored after like 3 hours playing just campaign mode of any game. I don't care what it is. That was always what I thought would be the rule, because we didn't have internet until we were teenagers at best. I'm sorry for you older folks, you didn't get that sweet privilege. But
yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember that.
For the 80s babies, we didn't touch internet. We had Sega Genesis for our childhood, and
yeah, but we had
Super Nintendo if you were lucky, so you could play that for 2 hours tops, maybe 3. You get bored playing with yourself or with the one guy who would come over and take turns with you. You throw internet in there, it's instant gratification. Even I can play for a day and a half and forget to eat shit. You get me in a game of zombies on Call of Duty, I'll forget where I am for a while.
Well, 80s, I had some pretty cool games going for my kids. Some of them took like 6-8 discs. So more than a couple hours for some of those, but they were pretty expensive.
Yeah, so we had the Sega Genesis with Earthworm Jim and the Lion King and Vector Man. And then I got lucky and had the Nintendo, and I got Duck Hunt for a while.
See, my kids were doing Paperboy, and in fact, Paperboy was one of their favorites. I hated
The
that.
Stick Wars is when we became teenagers and we decided to grab all the global security products my mom sold, and we would have Mace Wars and beat each other with sticks down by the South Platte until one of us gave up every day after school. Because we're not the smartest, but we tough.
See, Lemon, that's what I remember. I had a stick and a rock. Well, that's not true. I actually had a BB gun too at a pretty young age. So that was a
The
big.
Red Baron one pump spring action.
We had Daisy.
Yes, we had the Daisy too.
So I had a Red Rider and a Daisy.
The Red Rider came much later. But that was the one you could pump up like 6 or 7 times or 10 times because it was that air compressed one.
Actually,
That's more dangerous.
Red,
Actually, squirrel guns used to be the .177 caliber. You can pump up to 10 times.
Yeah. I was on that, but the Daisies were just that one pump spring.
Yeah.
You could watch it arc.
I remember that. Frogger, Wrestler Rocket. Yeah, I remember those.
oh yeah, wrist rockets. Got in a lot of trouble with those.
We just went and bought a bunch of dry ice from the King Supers and had empty bottles, and we blew shit up. I worked with people who didn't know about dry ice, and it blew my mind to meet 30 and 40-year-olds who have never played with dry ice in their life.
I didn't play with dry ice.
Safety first.
It
It's a volatile substance.
could be.
Yeah, don't enclose it. Just don't enclose it with water. It's just unless you're prepared to enclose it with water. And then it has like M80 rules. Don't touch it when the wick goes out. Just leave it there. If it doesn't go off, it doesn't go off.
Or flush
Dry
that
ice is cheap.
toilet. Flush that toilet one more time.
Right? The dry ice is cheap. Your fingers are not.
See how many people we have in the room. We have 11 people. Awesome.
$20 gauge for 6th birthday. Nice.
I remember the old 10 gauge shotgun, single shot.
I got the Ruger revolver that had the moon clip that you could pop out and put the 22 mag in. Very accurate little Western gun.
I like the 22 mags.
Made you feel like the Duke holding that stupid long barrel 22. Copy robbers never felt so real.
There's a great story from my grandfather passed down to me about well, actually it's his cousin that I heard a little bit of it but didn't hear the whole story. But my grandfather was adopted by a man who was a big time hunter and had a ton of guns, and there was one gun he was never allowed my grandfather to touch. And when the man passed away, of course, at like 12 years old, that's the first thing they did was went and pulled this gun, some big giant shotgun. And according to my one uncle, my grandfather shot it and didn't recover for almost a month. Knocked him flat and took 2 of them to hold it up. I don't know what the heck it was.
The one gun I want for my grandpa is the Colt 45 with the mother of pearl handles. That thing is beautiful.
I had an uncle.
That's the first gun I recollect shooting. Besides the BB gun, of course.
I've got the 1892 model, I think is what they are, the octagon and the round barrels.
Yes,
22s.
correct.
They're pretty cool.
I still want a 1911. If you don't have one, I want one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, Lemon, but yeah, my uncle was laughing pretty hard when he told me the story.
We just went out and shot the AR-15 with the steel rounds. The steel rounds, that's obnoxiously louder than the regular rounds. I didn't expect that. And then the Dragon's Breath, the incinerator shotgun rounds were always awesome.
Oh, you are on Bella's account. How'd you get on Bella's account? You were just on yours a minute ago.
We got some potential crackouts.
Brian's World. How you doing?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Yeah, PCI, Lemonhead. Oh, and you guys were showing off your 19040 Morgan to me, and I couldn't find my pouch in time, but I found it today. Ugh. And John were making me all kinds of jokes showing off theirs.
Boy, Michael Kittle was sure showing some nice coins the other day. His 1909s. Cool. Yeah, I like that kind of toning.
Yeah, the blue rainbow. I love the halo.
Or just crusted style and the ring style. I think it looks really cool.
And how clean these fields over here ended up is it's astonishing.
Hey, Michael Mullins, Coin Junkie.
A monster box from Lemon. Cool.
Sorry, guys, I walked away for a little bit of a bite.
No worries, man. No worries at all. We're used to CCO dropping us off and making us run shit anyway.
I think the stars are going to be in the BU Steels.
We got some BU Steelies, I guess. And I imagine Phil knows what BU is, not the stupid thing. Phil has a brain. Oh, nice.
Is one of my favorite roles to get into was World of Steel Uncirculated, just because you see the copper well, I see the copper BU ones all the time, so kind of fun seeing them all in steel, nice and brilliant, and 50 of them.
Same here. I did not realize it was actually 4:30 instead of 5:30. I'm kind of glad now. $13. Brian, are you in the West Coast? Well, I know it's cold.
Yep, he is.
What's the temperature in, let's see, in Fresno? Take a look at it right now. It is not available. Great.
That's 34 yesterday. Today's 39.
Last night it was 39 here in Fresno. Matter of fact, I'm wearing a blanket right now.
Yeah, I got my computer doing a bunch of stuff. I got my window wide open.
Is it that warm?
Oh yeah, when I get my computer really rolling, yeah, it gets cooking. I've got 2 big graphic cards in there, so
Really be able to heat up, huh?
yeah, the processors don't heat up that much because they're Xeons. They're meant to run 24/7, but the
Mhm.
graphic cards, they're huge.
Is Super still there?
Yeah.
So one idea for the steels is check the mint marks. You might have enough varieties there, or enough different ones to do sets. That's always fun to be able to get one of each mint. That's funny. 39 in Tennessee.
I was thinking about seeking a price and the first come, first claim. There are P, most are P and 3 are D, I believe.
Cool.
64D. Tony?
Well, Mike Badger, you know what that means? That means you've got California weather in Tennessee.
Except for the snow.
Yeah.
I'm glad for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it
I'm sorry.
this time, but yeah. I love driving in it and four-wheeling in it and stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't want to have to daily drive it.
Phil says that the 3 are S's, not D.
That'll work.
Full bands?
Looks like it.
Dang.
Yes, sir. Out of a junk bin for $1.50.
That's nice. You not sure on the DD on that one?
That's why there's a question mark, is I'm unsure.
Okay.
A lot of it makes me want to say yes, but I haven't finished my homework to be able to say for sure. But a lot of things that make me want to say yes to that. No more. So starting with that crease in the 3, and then most of the detail in the hair has that, like extra line work underneath everything.
Hey, Majestic.
So I haven't done enough homework to know exactly whether this is machined or legit. But I know it's a pretty well struck full bands.
Youper girl. Hey, Youper.
Hey, Uper.
But I knew the 3 looked a little iffy. Just 'cause it's got that sweetness through it all. So, yeah. Mm. Well, isn't it just dead silent up in here all of a sudden?
What was that again?
I said, well, isn't it just dead silent up in here all of a sudden?
I know. We were just jabbing our way a little while ago.
We were waiting for your coin show. What happened?
Well, I have to pull out more varieties, I guess. Oh, they're here. They're always here.
I wonder if it was just waking up. Maybe the hour gave him an extra energy to wake up.
No, there's no question on that one. It's definitely a 67.
Yeah, but why is the back copper?
Improper cleaning, and with some wrong coins in liquid or stored wrong.
Hence the question mark.
You were questioning the date. I thought I could answer that one for you.
No, I don't give him that. I got some more fun ones, I guess. What is this? Those are good.
Missing is clad layer. Makes sense.
Yeah, the missing clad layer, that would be my guess. It would, actually my hope as well, because that actually has a premium.
Yeah, that's definitely the one you want.
Agreed, it most definitely is. But I can never label it as the thing I want it to be, because then I feel stupid when it's not. I'd rather be excited.
Have you taken it to a coin show yet?
I've only been to one coin show ever.
Yeah, me too. Last Saturday.
I know.
Go ahead.
Mine was about a month before or so at the Denver Coin Expo.
I may go in February. The next one.
The next one for us is in March. Well, this would show the sweet rainbow it accumulated. So that's my corroded one. Never mind. Oh, yeah, Mr. Jeevan John's a badass and sent me some W's. I've made a video, I just have yet to upload it.
Cool.
Is Sheldon still in the room?
It's awful quiet for Sheldon.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to get one more torque.
So Dr. G would appreciate this whole 63 cameo we found. Or the 56. Or the 60.
Hey, Phil's coming on. Hey, Phil.
What's up, guys? Don't mind me. I'm just kind of packaging all these freaking coins up for the auction, marking them with the right lot numbers, trying to make it somewhat normal. Yeah, and Mullen, since you're on, this is the lemon half.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Way to go, Lemon.
Like, you got 43 steels. There's circulated different steels. These are the uncirculated one, 30s, Wheaties, a tube of 68S proofs, 80s proofs, 30s mix, 1909 VDBs, unopened bank wrap coin, bunch of older stuff. There's just so much stuff.
Cool.
Is
There's
the
just
fun
no
show
way
the one
to
that's in?
catalog and do all that stuff. So it's just like, and we came up with the idea of the split screen pictures. I don't know, 2 days ago. Like Friday, I went to work and I didn't even touch one coin. I just spent the whole time making pictures and putting together these damn slides.
No, hats off to you. It's a big job.
Well, we were trying to figure out a new format and how we wanted to present it. So this way I didn't have to like sit there and keep flipping the coin over every time you're looking at it and doing that for hours. And then for me, it's just really tedious where I can just sit there and click. There's the picture. You can see the front. You can see the back. You can see the lot. You can see the opening bid. It's good for Mike so he can do the auctioning part right away and people can get a good look at it and not have to question it. They can zoom in, they can zoom out, whatever.
Yeah. That's how I do it with my pro camera. I have it on a copy stand that points the camera down, so it makes it really quick and easy to just go through the coins.
Yep, that's it. And then it's just the time of actually editing each group of pictures, and that's it. But like I said, we decided to do that Friday, and Bella wasn't supposed to come over till last night, and she ended up coming over in the morning, so it like ate everything I had up for that extra time planning to do it all. So I was like, oh well, she's more important, so.
Now, are you editing the pictures so you see back and front at the same time?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. For example, I can kind of give you a quick. That's like what we did.
Awesome. It's a great
So
way.
you got the front, you got the back, you got the lot number, the description, opening bid, everything on there in one shot.
Smart. Takes some time, but you'll start really zipping through.
Well, I specified that specifically because I really wanted to push that because Mama Lou was hosting it, and she didn't have them in front of her. I do. So the whole point was to make it easier for her.
Cool. That'll definitely make it easier.
Majestic.
And we're going to ask everybody's feedback later if you'd prefer it that way or not. Because if that's the case, I'll go shop for all the coins a week earlier and take the week to kind of edit it and mess with it some more and go that route.
It's never been touched by human hands, Majestic. So I threw the case that it was in broke, so I threw it right in the flip immediately.
Very cool.
What's
up, Majestic?
Hey Phil, when's this auction?
1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So 4 hours, 5 hours. We were supposed to have Trucking for Silver open it up with a box hunt, but apparently I guess he didn't get his halves like he was expecting, so he had to withdraw with a lot of regret. Let me tell you, he was not happy.
Oh, I bet.
So I told him, I was like, yeah, just make sure you hang on to a box, next month. That's all. I don't care who does it. Like especially smaller channels, if you want to get your name out, that's the best time to do it. Mike, look on the video that I posted, but it has 30 of the 35 lots that I did, or 36 lots I did pictures for. That's the first ones.
What find any more 40s or 90s in your work time half dollars?
Oh my God, yeah, actually. For the box that Bella opened yesterday and the one we have for today, actually, a Walker, 5 Benjis, 3 regular 90s, a ton of 40s.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they were just coming out of everywhere, and 4 proofs.
That's great.
87 in IFC. Like, I mean, they were just dropping, dude. That's why I didn't hunt them, because I wanted Bella to be able to give some of that crap away. And she did the box last night and nothing. I felt so bad.
Oh, man.
I felt so bad. Like, she went through 40 rolls, not even an NIFC, nothing. I was just like, oh no. Mike, I do. I do for the last 5 or 6 lots, and that's it. And then, like I said, we got to go through Lemon's stuff. There's so much, dude. Mama Lou made a list somewhere. I think she actually took it with her. But the amount of stuff is just insane, dude. It's insane. There's a bunch of original bank wraps in there. Bella's gonna want to go crazy on those. Just because she's gotten into just having them. She doesn't even want to open them. She just wants them.
That's a good way to be.
Yep. I mean, I was at the coin shop, and I thought it was kind of cool. The LCS, he's gotten pretty good with me. He's like, I got a bunch of original bank wraps. There's 6 of them here. And he's like, I'll give it to you for face. And I said, what are they? And they're actually P's, 3 P's and 3 D's of the 2009s.
Cool.
And I was like, it's her birth year. Hell yeah, she's all over it.
Oh, that's great.
I didn't even question it. And he's just like, here, I'll give you face value. It's from the Littleton Mint. It's a complete state quarter set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's an uncirculated state quarter set. I mean, this thing's gorgeous. They're brand new. So I was like, sure, I'll pick those up too. Face value? I ain't gonna say no.
Yeah, well, once you get going with a good coin shop, yeah, they're able to do you some pretty good deals.
Oh yeah. He does me pretty good, man. He takes care of us. I mean, like, I'll go and buy something that's typically $30 and he'll knock it down to like 25. This is why I can offer decent enough prices for the fund. So that's what I try to do anyway. I try. Sometimes the means are beyond, but yeah, Mullins, everything but lemons. I haven't gotten there, bud. I'm trying. So it literally, those 35 or 36 cards, I think it took me about 12 hours to figure it out and edit it, because I am not computer savvy. I'm not. I am so caveman. Not even funny. It's bad when my 9-year-old at the time was teaching me how to set up YouTube and has never used YouTube.
Born to it.
Yeah. Caveman, dude. Telling you. Like I said, you don't understand when I tell you, Mullins. When I was 7 and we were growing up in the bayou down in Alabama, dude, there was like 9 of us, and I'm not kidding. We were hunting gators with sticks and rocks. We were some redneck hillbilly. Holy crap. And several times we brought, 200-pound gators home. Just to have our parents go, what in the hell is wrong with you kids?
And for pets or barbecue.
Just for the skin or whatever, for the hide. We were just dumb kids. on a ultimate scale. I mean, granted, one of our moms would be like, "Sure, we'll cook the tail up, whatever. We ain't gonna let it go to waste." But well, I appreciate that, Wiki. I try, man. I try to give back as much as I can. I mean, this community's giving my little girl a home and a lot of comfort. I don't have a lot of friends. I'm not a social person. You wouldn't know it, but I'm really not. And the friends I have, they have kids that are all older, so she doesn't have a lot to socialize when she's with me. So I mean, her mom is 10 years younger than me, so all the kids are in the right age group.
Yeah, it makes it.
I mean, I feel terrible. I really do. I feel terrible, but there's not much I can do about it.
Well, the thing you got to keep in mind is she's a pretty happy kid. That kid's always smiling. So you're
She
doing
usually is, yeah.
doing right.
Mr. Mullins, I completely agree with you. However, I got to warn you in all fairness, it is not easy as you think. It's a difficult life.
Oh yeah, it's solid work.
It's a very, very difficult life. I've lived it. It's a hustle, baby.
Popzilla's back.
Hey, Pop. What's going on, buddy? Fortunately, the common misconception with the country life is it's just you can just jump right into it. It's not.
No.
Nothing like that.
I was raised on a ranch, so yeah, we worked our butts off as kids, little kids.
Yeah,
Everybody had.
Y'all don't realize when 4 o'clock wakes up and you're out there feeding the animals already, and then you got to get all the other chores done, and then you go to school just to come home and do more work. Common misconception, my friend. It's not. It's all. It's not. It's all cracked up to be.
I know the feeling too. I worked since I was 5, able to feed chickens, chores before school.
Oh God, yeah.
And then we worked for other ranchers.
And chicken, pigs, and cows. What we did.
We used to cut grass on the side of the road because our pasture would run out. We couldn't afford to buy alfalfa. So we went, opened the back of the truck and went to the neighbors and said, "Hey, can we weed your front part?" And
Yep.
we go out and cut the grass, feed it to the animals.
Yep. Been there.
And then
Been there. Yeah, luckily up here, because there's such a small farming community. I mean, like, ridiculously small farming community up in Connecticut. Like, you learn to make friends with anybody who does it. With us with the horses, I mean, we've got, like, I don't know, maybe 10 houses in the entire area, like 3 towns either direction, that have horses or cows or anything that would eat hay. And we have such a good, tight-knit little group. Like, somebody's fence gets broken or whatever and their animal's loose. It's like a daisy chain on the phone, and everybody's mounting up, hitting the trails looking for these animals.
That's great.
Yeah, you don't see that. And I mean, even the police in the community are really good about it with us because we all are quick on the phone with them. We know a lot of them personally. It's just like, all right, here's what we're doing. We're quarantining this area. This is where it is. We got, mounted over here. We got mounted over there. Everybody's on a phone or a radio. It's amazing how organized it is. And we usually get them within a couple hours.
And 80% of our towns used to be that way back in the days.
Oh God, people just don't care no more. It's sad. It's all about me and screw you.
Yeah, all the barn raising and all that stuff, man, they were quick with their neighbors because you depended on your neighbors.
Exactly, because y'all fed each other
Yep, and protected.
pretty much.
Phil, you're right about the feeding. When we used to grow anything extra or had extra chickens, we go to the neighbor and trade, with them
Yep.
whatever
Oh,
we
you
did.
had a bad year. Oh, I had a good one here.
Mhm.
You give me a cow, I'll give you a chicken. Everybody's happy.
Eggs,
Yep.
sewing,
Yep.
tools. They don't do that no more.
And it's funny, we had a pretty heavy mixed ethnic group, and one of the neighbors, and he did tamales all day long, and tons of people to show up for them. And then a couple
I
houses,
told Mama Lou to send a Tim
there's
for
a
you.
gal that was always making stews and soups, and everybody sharing. It was great. I ate really good back then.
Richard, when you said tamales, we'd raise the hogs, we go cut the corn, we husk the corn, we dress the sows, the old ones, and man, that was a lot of work in those days making tamales because everything we grew, even the husks, we didn't buy them. We just took them off of the corn stalks.
Right.
Yep.
It was all a hands-on hustle.
The guy that did the tamales didn't have any animals. That's all he did was tamales, and he was getting stuff from everybody to make them. So,
Mike, you don't get along with the police because you're always sitting on somebody's balcony watching YouTube. Or bumping into cars or whatever, setting off alarms because your face is buried in YouTube.
Don't worry, Michael. That's not the only place that only likes the cops one way and fire department another. It happens all over.
That's everywhere. Yeah. That is everywhere. Where the hell is this damn thing? I'm debating on having Bella do a box for the auction. A box hunt to fill in for trucking. The only problem is I don't have the the silver grams because I ordered another what's it called? Another package to come in Friday, and it just never showed up. So hopefully those damn things will show up so that she can do another box. Bad enough I gotta order another one. I really didn't expect her to sell 40 rolls last night. I was just really happy that she did.
40 rolls, all right.
Yep, she did really good. And she was feeling kind of crappy because she'd just gotten her flu shot a couple hours prior, too.
Oh.
Yep. And she was just like, you could, I saw her fading really fast. So I was just like, all right, I'm going to start hitting rolls, too.
Yeah, those shots are game changers, boy. That's rough.
Especially when you're tiny like her.
Yeah.
It was funny because Mama
my
Lou shot me a message on the side, and she's like, yeah. She goes, I can see her fading really fast. She's like, help her get it done. I was like, gee, thanks. That is locked. 21. But yep, she did really good. There's a lot more silver going out into the community, which is really my name of the game. Helping the people get more in their collection, get something different in their collection. I tried to pick up a couple of different items for this auction. That's why I went with some foreign proof coins and just some different stuff. You don't see them. Yeah, she's here now, bud. She's just kind of chilling, watching YouTube on the chair over there. It's funny. Mama Lou texted me yesterday. She goes, I miss hanging out with you guys. You guys are like the cushy life. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, it's really quiet there, and there's nothing at all to bother you. I was like, yeah, that's why we live here in the middle of nowhere. It's perfect. Leave me alone.
Why you keep calling?
Oh no, we talk all the time on the phone. She's funny, but
I know. I just do.
yeah, she's a sweetheart. She really is. That woman cares.
Oh yeah, gone above and beyond a few times.
She truly does care. She's one of the few. And it was funny. Her last day here before she ended up going home, I had to work. So I went to work. I come home and she did the dishes. She cooked. She cleaned. I was just like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm bored.
Michael Mullen says that you should get her ice cream today.
Oh, we tried last night, Mike. She just didn't want it. She wasn't feeling it. It just health-wise, she was just not up for it. Where the hell is this coin? No, I did a lot.
Do you have any plans today, Rich?
Trying to put my coins back together. I'm trying to do that for a few days now.
That's an impossible task.
That's
You're a coin collector. That's just impossible.
I probably have about 30 to 40,000 coins all over everywhere right now. So
Over every orifice of every.
I had a blackout for 7 days, and that ruined me.
Brother, I know exactly how you feel.
I'm not used to that. I live in California. We don't get those. But we do now. And then a week later, we had all the fires, and they evacuated a couple of the areas. And luckily, it wasn't my area.
Mike, honestly, I can't even remember the last time listening to a siren. And that's not even a joke.
Here in California, it's almost like every day. Morning, noon, and night.
I'm lucky on that one. I'm not close enough to any of them. Far enough away from town to not hear that stuff.
Man, mostly I hear planes over my place.
Yeah, the first day that Mama Lou got down here, and she was getting ready to leave to go to her to get her rental and everything, I heard a helicopter go by, and I was like, "Oh wow, a helicopter!" And she's like, "What? What's so big about it?" I was like, "You don't understand. I can't remember the last time I've heard one." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "When you stay for a day or two, you'll see. You hear birds, you hear rustling in the leaves from critters, you hear the horses, and you hear the dogs. You don't hear nothing else. You don't hear cars. You don't hear nothing. My driveway's a quarter miles into the wood. You don't hear nothing."
My first job teaching, I had F-14s fly over every other hour all day.
See, I could listen to that. That's music to me.
And now when you're trying to teach 30 kids in the classroom.
I hear you.
Alexander Smith, how are you, sir?
Oh, you ain't getting much sleep over there, huh?
No, as a matter of fact, I was.
No, look at Brian's. He lives next to a Navy Hilo training base.
Oh,
Yeah, there ain't no sleep there. Although you get used to it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. What's that there, Super? Can't tell.
1955 farthing.
Nice.
Oh,
That's a cool coin. I like those.
Well, Mullins, I got a big old driveway. It's going to be snowing soon if you want to shovel it. Even with a regular shovel and a good strong back, it'll take you about 7 hours. And just think, if it's still snowing, you can turn around and do it for another 7. Yeah, exactly. You get used to that, bud. There's just not you can't not get used to it.
Yeah, Cajun and I was talking about that with the trains because he's got that train close by. But
Yep.
when I had my shop, I was just a couple hundred feet from a train that went by about 6 times a day, and always had to hit their horn as they crossed the streets there.
Yeah, that's federal law, I believe.
So yeah, it was. Well, this was back in the 70s and 80s.
Right.
But yeah, you just get used to it.
If I pay you, you would. $50 for the driveway, bud. How's that?
An hour?
No, just for the driveway.
No, you can took a
how
fact.
much for the heart attack?
As long as you supply the RC car with the shovel hooked up to the front of it.
Well, I've got. Does the F-150 count?
I mean, if I get to drive it, yeah.
No.
So deal. I'll drive your fucking shovel your driveway for $50. I ain't putting gas in it either.
I do it myself. It's just the only way to do it. Takes me about 40 minutes to make the 2 passes where it'll actually like be clean. Oh, I miss the warthogs, man. I ain't gonna lie, I miss those. Those were fun to cover you. Good old days. How you doing there, kiddo?
The warthogs, the A10s.
Yep. Let me tell you, when you're pinned down and you're in the shit, those are your best friends.
Are they still active duty?
Yep. Oh yeah, those ain't going anywhere.
We gotta stick around.
Those are gonna be there for a while. They'd be stupid if they pulled that thing out.
I've heard that. I've heard worse.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
I got a few students that are overseas right now. They're deployed.
You know, I can't say I don't miss those days, but I do. It's so corrupt.
Johnny Ray says used to live in Lawton. Okay, in the country, real close to FT. Oh, Fort Sill.
You okay there, kiddo? You're not okay? Do you need help? Well, all you can do if you can't blow your nose, blow harder. Don't yell at me. I know you're coughing, you sassy little turd.
Okay. I know Super's been keeping me up all night, and it was a good discussion and everything, but I got to call it a night, guys. I got to be at Mass at 11, pick up my mom today, and
You
a few
do what
things
you gotta
going
do,
on.
brother.
So,
Nobody's gonna hold nothing against you on that.
True story.
but fun.
I'll
Very
try to, but
informative.
there's no promises.
So if anyone wants to take over the stream, I'm gonna And then,
I would say Phil start one that way he
Yeah,
can
I'll
let
launch
people
one.
in and out.
okay.
I'll launch a morning hangout.
Sweet.
Okay, folks, everybody who's in the chat, everyone who's
All right,
stayed
later,
along,
Until next time.
talk to you later.
Adios, Hector, sir. You can
Hey, Silver, I still want
Yes,
to keep an eye on this coin, and we'll discuss it more and see if I can get it, some photos taken and sent over to, I
Chuck.
don't know, Ken Peavy and a few other people.
That's right.
And get a combination consensus on it.
Why not? The more people that see it, the better.
There we go. Richard, nice talking to you. Thank you for being in the stream. Michael Mullins, John, Brian, who else is in there?
Take care, everyone.
I'll be around. Alexander, if you're still here, Sheldon, Mr. Pop, Widowmaker. I said about everybody, I guess. Okay, Selman, thanks a lot for your help. But I'm gonna get back to you later, okay?
Adios.
Adios. Gracias.